Okay, round 3 versus Mr. Master Shake 78. Won the die roll on the play. This hand's pretty mediocre, but I'm going to keep it because I have lands in hand. I don't ask for much. And per usual, I have no idea what my opponent's playing. It looks like mono red again. It's not surprising, it's probably the most popular deck in the format. It's not bad, it just doesn't seem... It seems like you can tune your deck to beat it fairly simply, fairly easily. I'm just gonna play land tapped. Because it truly does not matter if I pay 2 life to kill his thing that's gonna deal me 2 damage. And it probably does. Actually, it was probably the correct play, since this way I would know the Cackler would be off the board. That's kind of threatening. And I could spend this turn playing Boris Reckoner, which I'm gonna do anyway, but... What is this? White, white, red? Casting hybrid cards is pretty much the worst thing ever. There's not one thing I dislike more on Magic Online than casting hybrid cards. That sucks. He didn't attack with Legion Loyalist. Legion Loyalist. Wow. My options are casting Sacred Foundry untapped, or playing it untapped, and then double Dreadwaring his goblins. That plays around, that puts me at 10, and him with only a Legion Loyalist in play with 2 cards. Or I can play Keyrune and kill a Foundry Street Denizen, and possibly take, if he plays Assizealot, 2, 4, 5 damage, putting me at 5, and then play Obzadot next turn. I'm gonna go for that. If I had another land in hand, I'd probably just double Dreadbore, but since I don't, I want to play Obzadot next turn. And I could always just play a removal spell and then keep open the Keyrune. And there's the Ash Zealot. Please don't have another one. Okay, that kills me, I think. Or puts me very low. 4? Okay, drawing a land would have been amazing there, but probably too much to ask for. So if I play Obzadot, I go to 6, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 damage. Wait, 5, 6, that's lethal. I can't play Obzadot this turn, so I'm going to kill his Striker and his Ash Zealot. And I have to save my mortars, or I have to use my mortars, because I can't mortars whatchamacallit anymore. The Boris Reckoner. If I mortars Boris Reckoner, he just kills me with it. Cast. You know, I could just block with my Keyrune, though. I guess it's too late for that. I would have mortars the Ash Zealot and blocked it, something with my Keyrune. That would have been much better. If he draws Dynacharge, I'm dead. Dynacharge or an Ash Zealot. Or an Island Fire. Okay, I'm alive. Barely clinging to life here. Let's see what he drew. What do you have for me? Nothing. Awkward looking Aurelia here. I just lost connection to the game, so I'm gonna go ahead and pause it here, and I'll be right back. Okay, and we're back. I'm not going to exile this Obzilot because I want to live. I'm not sure what he drew. It could be a mountain, it could be a Museum Mortars. I think those are really the only dead draws he has. Since he would have Annihilating Fires to me if he had it. And he would have played the Madcap skills too. I guess this is. I guess he drew a Dynacharge and just like didn't attack with this last turn. I mean, this attack's pretty bad if he doesn't have Dynacharge. I guess he doesn't have Dynacharge. So I'm just gonna Dreadbore this. I'm trying to decide whether or not I want to blink Obzidot, because I have a Key Rune untapped. I'm pretty sure I want to blink him. The only thing I can think of him playing is Ash Zealot. And I'm not dead to Dynacharge if I just leave both my guys and he has Dash Zealot. But I don't think he has Dynacharge because he would have killed me with it already, and I'm sure he would have already played Ash Zealot if he had it. So I'm gonna go ahead and exile that. Hopefully he doesn't have Electrickery for some reason. Okay, he conceded. I think that was a little premature since he has a lot of live draws and this game was pretty interesting, but whatever. I guess sometimes you just gotta concede early. Taking out the Devour Flesh, Aurelia's and Rakdos return, boarding in the Muggings, the Basilica Guards, and a Blind Obedience. This should probably be a Rakdos return if I really want the matchup for control. I'm not boarding it in because I have one main deck. It's possible I could just take out the main deck one for another card. I'm taking out Devour Flesh because I don't know if I said this already, but he's so many creatures that's hard to get like the thing I want. He'll usually just sacrifice like a Legion Loyalist or whatever. And whereas I want the Firefish Striker or Ash Zealot or something, so drawing a Blind Obedience or Basilica cards is generally better than a Devour Flesh. Okay, opponent kept his first hand and is on the play. My hand has a lot of sweet cards in it, but it's pretty bad since I don't have any lands to cast them. This one's for the same reason. This hand's not the best, but gotta play the hand I'm dealt. And if that's mugging his turn to play, so be it. Though, honestly, if he plays Foundry Street Dungeon, I would strongly consider just mugging it, because I don't want him to Burning Tree Emissary and get off 3 damage. And I don't see myself playing anything turn 2. Yeah, I'm just gonna mug this. See? No, I still can't play anything turn 2. Blight Obedience isn't even particularly good at this point, so please don't play Ash Zealot. Oh my gosh, okay. It's not an Ash Zealot, but it's still pretty bad. I guess I'll start playing Reckoners and hope he doesn't have anything. Firefish Striker is absurdly good right now. I'll just play another Reckoner. I can't really do anything else. Man, this draw is pretty good this game. That's the real danger of mono red. You just like get super aggressive one-drop draws. And just can't keep up. It did not help that I mulliganed to 5, but I think this would be pretty hard to beat even at 7. This is so much damage. Sure. I'm at 3 now. Well. This is looking poor. Maybe my Boros Reckoners will be able to save the day. Because this is probably the best card I have against him. I think I'm just going to play Syndic of Tides, because I want another creature, and I'll extort. And then next turn I will play Mugging and double extort. I don't think I need to mug this turn. Yeah, with 4 creatures in play to his 4 creatures. I just need to be careful with about his when he starts getting mana from Mizzium Warders. So I basically need to clear his board. How can he possibly complain about luck? Like, honestly. I mulliganed to 5, and he drew very well in his opener. Like, you just don't have the right to complain at that point. I'm not saying I didn't, like, draw well to stabilize, but, like, come on. This is... ugh. A pet peeve. I'll start beating down, but I can't really afford to. I mean, I could mug his Burning Tree Emissary, then start attacking with my, like, a Reckoner. Or maybe the Syndic of Tithes. Okay, so if I mug this, attack with these 2, he can't block because he has 2 1/1s. And if he Dyna charges, I'm at 5. And he'd attack with these 3 creatures. I think beating down with the Syndics is good. He can double block one if he wants to. That's just such a good trade for me. I don't even mind if he does it. If he'd drawn 3 lands in a row, he should play them. Like, that gives him so much Mizzium Warders threat. And that was a good draw for him. Now we're just, like, staring at each other. But I have Extort cards, and he does not. Oh, never mind. Just kidding. Okay, now we're at the point where if he Mizzium Warders, I kill him. Just 8 damage to the face. Oh, Syndic of Tides done some work this game. You know what? I'm just gonna attack first. There's no reason to play things pre-combat. I'm not gonna miss an extort trigger because I don't have mana to extort twice. Okay, he's at 4. Another Reckoner. It's not that big a deal. At this point, if I slam my Reckoners into his, I kill him with the damage. And thankfully I'm no longer at 3, thanks to Extort cards. I'm just gonna slam with these Reckoners. Yeah. I think my opponent is typing at me. No, it doesn't look like it. He has to like block here and here, basically. One, two, and then Extort. Kill him with Blind Obedience. Technically, I guess I'm killing him with Syndic of Tithes, but we're gonna go with Blind Obedience here. Okay. Oh, see how popular Mono Red is? I've played against it twice out of 3 matches. Hopefully I play it against it again, because I don't actually mind playing against it that much. With this deck, you just kind of stabilize and kill them. I don't think Mono Red's that good anymore. Like, it was pretty good when people didn't know really how to play against it, but now that people are playing, like, removal spells and less dirtily Sphinx's Revelations, you can just, like, out-attrition them. Like, that game I mulliganed to 5, and he had a very aggressive draw, and I still just managed to pins and needles him, or nickel and dime him? Yeah, sure, let's go with that saying. And I'm not saying I didn't draw well, because I did. Like, these Reckoners were absolutely absurd. But, I mean, Reckoner's always going to be good against Mono Red, so he kind of has to plan for that. But, 3-0, let's go to round 4.